Okay, that's great, thank you.
Hi, is the calls making help?
This is, you spoke to me on the 27th of December.
What's your name, please?
Well, it's on your, you haven't put this on your paperwork, so
Oh, yes, hello, how are you?
I'm not too happy, to be fair, Alison.
What's happened?
Well, what's happened is, you gave me assurance that this would stop, there would be no court appearance, and all this would stop until the outcome of the Ombudsman case. You did give me that assurance on a recorded phone call that I've got recorded, didn't you?
Say that again, sorry?
You did give me an assurance on a recorded phone call on the 27th that my account would be put on hold and all this court stuff would stop. You did give me that assurance, which is classed as a verbal agreement.
Okay.
You did give me that, didn't you?
Without looking at your account, I couldn't say. Do you give the account number?
The account number is that you've put on the letter that you've sent, and I mean the one that I've received today is...
Yeah. Okay. And what is the letter that you received today?
Well, it's worse than that. Not only have I received a letter, I also received a visit 2 days ago, which I've got recorded, and I've now got a complaint with CADENT from the gas people, claiming, guess what again? That I'm a threat and I'm a danger and I'm a security issue. They've come to my property, I've had it recorded. I've then complained to them, that they're here again, saying that I've got a gas issue. Lo and behold, the day after, I've received a letter that was dated on the 3rd to coincide with just right after their visit, stating here, if you don't contact us within 14 days, we'll begin the process to apply to a court for a warrant from yourselves. Would you care to... Sorry.
What gas people are you talking about?
I'm talking about CANDENT, and I mean the complaint I've got with them, I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'll explain it to you. The complaint I have got with CANDENT is... I know CANDENT's nothing to do with you because it's gas, but CANDENT have received information from Total Gas and Power. That's a corporation that you do a lot of business with, that you're very pally with, that I've reported you. I've showed you the correlation between Total Gas and Power and SSE. You've built wind farms off the Shetlands and you've done £900 million deals. They have told CANDENT that I have had a gas meter removed from this property 9 months ago, and they are my previous suppliers. It's a complete and utter lie. I have supplied CANDENT with a gas safety certificate. There is no gas here. I don't have any gas. I'm nothing to do with gas. And Total Gas and Power have told them that I have had a gas meter removed. They came here again 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Without any, no permission, nothing, to come here and say that my flat is again a danger because I've got a gas supply when I don't have any gas, which just happens to coincide with this letter that was issued by yourselves on the 3rd, which says here, we're sending this letter to give you some time to talk to us before we change you to pay-as-you-go. We've been told that you or someone in your household might have extra needs that means a pay-as-you-go meter may not be suitable. If that's right, you must call and tell us about your situation. We're here to help. That's a joke, isn't it?
Sorry, can you read it a little bit slower? It doesn't match it.
Sorry, I'm angry. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand. I need to be able to hear it so I can...
It just says, we're sending this letter to give you some time to talk before we change you to pay-as-you-go. We've been told you or someone in your household might have extra needs that mean a pay-as-you-go meter may be suitable. If that's right, you must call and tell us about your situation. We're here to help, which is a complete joke. And we'll make sure you'll find a way to keep you on top of your energy costs. If you don't contact us within 14 days, we will begin the process to apply to court for a warrant. You assured me that this would stop. I've now got gas people at my property because your company, Pally, who's Total Gas and Power, has told them that I've had a gas meter removed from this property 9 months ago and I am a danger, which coincides with this letter today. With this letter that was wrote on the 4th, that arrived on the 9th, 1 day after I've got gas people knocking at my door, demanding access because I am a threat when I don't have any gas. I've supplied them with a gas safety certificate, and this is all down to Total Power and Gas, which is your trading partners, and you assured me that this would stop. Do you care to explain yourself?
I have no idea what anything to do with Total Trading Power is.
No, you know. Listen, right. This is the complaint I've got with the Ombudsman already. You're the Ombudsman liaison team. You might want to try liaising with the Ombudsman. The complaint I've made, I'll read the complaint out to you if you want. It's right in front of me. I'll read it to you if you're okay with that. This is the complaint that I've enclosed to the Ombudsman about yourselves, and this is what's happened here. It's a bit long, but I'll read it to you. I received a letter from CANDENT Gas Limited. Dear customer, I'm not their customer. Right around the time SSE deadlocked my account and informed me that the standard collection procedures would start. Because SSE are apparently allowed to ignore any guidelines, procedures, rules and even laws as long as they deadlock the account in their favour and of course within their own terms and conditions. SSE standard collection procedures is to fit a prepayment meter under the 2005 ppm regulations, of which is a statute law which requires the consent of the governed. That's me. SSE did not have my consent, and in conjunction with the 1954 Forced Warrant Right of Entry Act pipe, what you've just stopped, and we've had that warrant withdrawal, which I might add, fittings of Escape and Gas Act in relation to the 1996 Act. These unlawful warrants obtained in the Magistrates Court, not a civil court, allow SSE to break into your property and allows SSE to fit a prepayment against your will, whether there is escape of gas or not. A phone to CADENT recorded, CADENT administrator stated the following on a recorded phone call and written in a letter, that this letter has gone out to lots of people, that CADENT has received information from my previous supplier, Total Gas and Power, that they have removed a meter 9 months ago, just under 12 months, to fit in with the laws and regulations on gas meter removal, and it has not been replaced, that CADENT doesn't supply gas and maintains pipes and fittings. So, do you understand basically what I'm saying there? This is the letter I've already got sent to the Ombudsman about what CADENT has done. And if you can't make the correlation or the connection, that's fine. But I'm telling you now, Total Gas and Power have done lots of business with yourselves. And this has happened before. I've put a stop to it. This is why you're trying to apply for the 1954 Escape of Gas Act. You gave me, Alison, you gave me an assurance, you gave me a verbal contract on a phone that this would stop. 2 weeks after what you've said, you put a hold on the account. No, you haven't. You've sent me a bill today for 1,321, so you haven't put a stop on the account. Then gas people are at my door again, saying that I'm a danger to the block. 1 day after I receive a letter from you, well not you, it's from somebody called Tim King, but it's on behalf of you, saying if you don't contact us within 14 days, we're going to apply for a court warrant. When you just said you withdrew that warrant, and this bill would...
We did withdraw the warrant.
Well, you haven't you? Because I've got to contact you within 14 days, else you're applying for a warrant again. You can't have it both ways, can you? You gave me a verbal assurance that this wouldn't happen. Now I'm going to report you, personally, to the Ombudsman, because you're the Ombudsman liaison. You gave me a verbal assurance that this would stop, and it hasn't stopped, it's escalated. Total Gas and Power have now had people at my property again saying that I'm a gas danger. Just lo and behold, just in time for you to go back to court again under the 1954 warrant and say I've got an escape of gas, when I don't have any gas. There's never been no gas in here. Total Gas and Power are not my previous suppliers. I've now got a complaint logged with with CADENT about this process. I've just applied for a subject access and I'm just writing the complaint as we speak. I just want to give you a chance to explain yourself and your actions before I report you to the Ombudsman.
Okay, well I am really sorry about that.
I don't want sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. Like I said, I told you before. Sorry, it's a colloquial response for you. Like you think if you say sorry, it's okay. It's not. You're causing me utter distress again. And you can say there's no correlation between you and CANDENT. And yeah, I can't really prove that at the moment. But there is a correlation between you and Total Gas and Power. I've provided it in with the details that I've sent to the Ombudsman. How many deals you've done with them, and they are telling CANDENT that, I'm reporting CADENT to the ICO because they've got inaccurate and false and lies information on their system about me. You assured me that this would stop. It hasn't stopped. It's escalating. It's gone worse. And you shouldn't have given me a verbal assurance that this was going to stop if you weren't going to stop it, because you've lied to me, haven't you?
I gave you the information as far as I was aware that that's what was going to happen. So I
Well, that's not a problem. You gave me a verbal agreement and assurance that you spoke for SSE and on behalf of them, else you shouldn't be fining me, should you? And you said this was stopped. Not only has it stopped, it's escalated, and you've.
I will look into this for you, definitely. But
I don't need to look into it. I just want your explanation. Is this simple? I want to make a complaint about you, but you're not going to allow me to make a complaint about you because you'll say, "Well, this is."
my manager.
Yeah, I do want to speak to someone. Listen, right, I had no problem with you, Alison, but you shouldn't have done this to me. And then now again, you gave me a verbal assurance that the bill would put on hold. It's not on hold because I've got a bill right here that's come today for 1,300. So again, that's a lie. You assured me that this court's crap would stop and you wouldn't try to stealth me anymore. You said this to me on a recorded phone call that I'm going to provide to the Ombudsman. And the problem what you've done is my complaint now is with the Ombudsman. So I can't make a complaint against you now because it's deadlocked. And that's what you'll say. So now I've got to try and contact the Ombudsman when I hang up from here to report you because you're their liaison and look how you're treating me. You're not meant to treat me like this. You're not meant to lie to me. You're meant to liaise. You're not liaising. You've given me assurance and now I've got another court case coming. I've had the gas people at my property again saying I'm a danger when I don't have any gas. I've supplied them with a gas safety certificate, which, and I'll read it to you. Well, it clearly says here. Not too bad. I'll read it here. Sorry, I was just listening to your recording. I just actually pressed play by mistake. This is my gas safety certificate. Defects identified in remedial action required. Faults, no gas carcass, no gas meter. Remedial action required, none. Engineers' comments, no gas carcass, no gas meter. And you're now applying to take me to court under the 54 escape of gas warrant. You're going to look very stupid in court, aren't you? When you get to court. And this is why you're trying to get into court without my knowledge, which I've already proved that you've tried to do with them documents. And the reason you're trying to do that is because if you get me to court, all I've got to do is show this to the judge, and you're going to get that one blew right out of the water, aren't you? Because it clearly says here, no gas carcass, no gas meter. Yeah. And you're applying for the 54 one, which is an escape of gas and pipe fittings. Lo and behold, after you gave me a verbal assurance and agreement, not even 2 weeks, I've got gas people at my door saying I'm a danger, just in time for the letter that says, oh, we're taking you to court again in 14 days for a verbal agreement and assurance that you gave me, it stopped. So you're either a liar or you're incompetent, and neither one does you any good, does it?
Okay, well, what I think we should do is I will put you through to my manager.
I think you should. Like I said, Alison, I had nothing against you, person. I just want you to explain all this, please, before you put me through to your manager. Can you give me an explanation for what I've just said?
No, I can't at the moment, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Is that because you don't want to, or you can't?
Because I can.
Well, don't you think that listen, mate, I didn't have nothing against you personally. I wish I didn't, but you've got to understand that I've told you before. You keep doing this to me, and now I'm angry and I'm stressed and I'm pissed off, and I've had enough of it.
I do understand that,
and you're responsible for what you say. You don't think that you're not responsible, and Alison, I assure you that you are. I can bring a civil case against you for the intimidation that you have caused me, and I probably will, to be fair, when all this is over, because I'm sick of this. You shouldn't have done this to me. If you haven't got the authority to make these kinds of decisions, you shouldn't have said it. You've been in contact with the Ombudsman, so the Ombudsman must have said something to you. I don't know what they've said to you, so now I've got to ring them up and explain what's going on here again. It's completely illegal what you're doing to me. And you might say we don't know nothing about CADENT, but you know something about total gas and power, don't you? Because you pally with them, and funny enough, they're the very people that have told them that I've had a gas meter with. CANDENT has now got a serious complaint logged with them, and Total Gas and Power will be having, as soon as I get the subject access request from CANDENT, they'll be having the complaint as well. But you should have a complaint really, because you cannot give me, you probably don't understand the power of a verbal contract, but it's powerful. That's why every time you're giving this crap with the DPA regulations, it's because you're trying to form joinder, which gives you a contract. You gave me a verbal contract on a phone on behalf of SSE on a recorded phone call that this was stopped, and it's not only stopped, it's escalated. And if you don't believe how powerful a verbal agreement is or a verbal contract, I suggest you speak to your legal department and get your own definition, because I know how powerful it is. That's why you have to try and get it every time you make a phone call, because you require joinder. And that's a verbal confirmation. And you gave me a verbal confirmation on a recorded phone call on the 27th saying all this wouldn't happen, and it's not only stopped, it's escalated. So I think you should put me through to your manager, don't you?